You're paying for an AI image tool you might not need, or worse, you're using the wrong one and leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single month. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tool belongs in your stack, which one to cancel, and how to use the winner to generate real, recurring revenue as a solo founder. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Venture Void. If you're new here, this channel is built for solo founders, one-person operators, and small business owners who want to automate smarter, earn more, and work less. Subscribe if that sounds like your life, and let's not waste another second. Here's the problem. Nobody in the AI content space is honest about. Most comparisons between image generators are aesthetic. They show you pretty pictures, they rank them on vibes, and they tell you one looks better than another. That is completely useless information if you're trying to build a business. The real question is not which tool produces the most beautiful image. The real question is which tool produces the most profitable output for the specific work you are actually doing. And those are entirely different questions with entirely different answers. Because here's what's actually happening in 2026. Solo founders are running print-on-demand stores, building faceless brand agencies, selling digital products, creating content for clients, launching Etsy shops, producing marketing assets for SaaS companies, and generating passive income through stock image libraries. Every single one of those business models has a different image requirement, and Midjourney, Ideogram, and Flux each have a completely different strength. Picking the wrong one doesn't just affect quality, it affects your conversion rates, your turnaround time, your client satisfaction, and ultimately your monthly revenue. Let's break all three down from a money-making lens. Midjourney in 2026 is still the king of atmosphere. If you're selling anything where emotional resonance is the product, think luxury brand assets, editorial-style social content, high-end digital art prints, fantasy and sci-fi illustration packs. Midjourney produces outputs that are genuinely hard to replicate. A solo founder running a premium Etsy print shop selling dark aesthetic wall art can generate a collection of 40 coherent, museum-quality pieces in a single afternoon. Those packs sell for $12 to $35 per download. One well-designed collection can generate $800 to $2,000 per month on autopilot once it ranks. The monthly cost of Midjourney's standard plan is $30. The math is obvious, but here's where founders make mistakes. Midjourney still struggles with text inside images, it still has limited precise control over exact spatial composition, and prompt engineering takes real time to master. You're buying mood and texture, not precision. Ideogram changed the game when it cracked a legible, stylized text generation. This sounds like a small feature until you realize how much of commercial design depends on it. Logo mockups, merchandise graphics, quote cards, apparel prints, brand identity kits. These are the highest volume, highest demand assets in the freelance and digital product space. A solo founder building a done-for-you brand kit service for small businesses can charge anywhere from $300 to $800 per client. They're using Ideogram to generate logo mark concepts, font pairings with visual treatment, and social media template mockups in under 90 minutes per client. At 4 clients per week, that's over $5,000 in monthly revenue from a single tool that costs $8 a month on the basic tier. The text rendering accuracy inside stylized compositions is where Ideogram genuinely has no equal at this price point. If your business involves any kind of typography, branding, merchandise, or product labeling, Ideogram belongs in your workflow, and you are actively losing money without it. Now let's talk about Flux, because this is where most content creators are sleeping. Flux, specifically the Flux Pro and Flux Dev models accessible through platforms like Replicate, FL.ai, or baked into tools like Krea and FreePic, operates differently from the other two. Flux is a diffusion model optimized for photorealistic human likeness, product photography, and controllable image generation at a technical level. What that means in practice is this: a solo founder running a faceless UGC agency can use Flux to generate lifestyle product photography without hiring a photographer, renting a studio, or owning the actual product. Brands selling on Amazon and Shopify need constant fresh imagery. A single product photography session through a traditional agency costs $400 to $1,200. A Flux-generated product photo set, 10 to 20 images per product, costs somewhere between 40 cents and $3 in API credits depending on your settings and volume. If you're charging clients $500 per product photography package and your cost is under $5, your margin is extraordinary. Flux also enables founders building AI model personas, faceless Instagram growth agencies, and avatar-based content systems in a way that Midjourney and Ideogram simply cannot match for photorealism and face consistency. So what does each tool actually replace in the real world? Midjourney replaces your freelance illustrator and your stock photography subscription for editorial and artistic content. Adobe Stock, Getty, Shutterstock. If you're paying $200 to $400 a month for a stock subscription to fuel a content business, Midjourney cuts that cost to $30 and gives you original, non-licensed, competition-proof assets. Ideogram replaces your entry-level graphic designer for text-heavy commercial assets. The founder, who is outsourcing logo mockups and merch graphics to a Fiverr designer at $50 to $150 per project, can now produce that work internally in 20 minutes. Flux replaces your product photographer and your human model sourcing workflow. The founder, who is paying a photographer $500 per shoot plus a model at $200 for a half day, can now generate an equivalent asset library for under $10. Now the catch, because there always is one, and at Venture Void, we don't hide it. None of these tools are plug and play at the revenue level. The founders making real money with these tools are not the ones who opened the app and typed a vague description. They're the ones who built systems. With Midjourney, you need a prompt library, a structured collection of tested, refined prompts tuned for your specific niche and output format. Building that library takes 2 to 4 weeks of serious testing, and if you skip that process, your outputs will be generic and won't convert. With Ideogram, the money is in understanding the typography styling parameters and how to combine them with brand guidelines your clients actually give you. That requires learning the tool's logic, not just its interface. And with Flux, especially at the API level, there is a technical barrier. You need to understand model versions, inference steps, LoRa fine-tuning if you want consistent characters or branded looks, and you need either a no-code tool to sit on top of it or basic comfort with API calls. That is not a deal breaker. It is a skills investment, but it is real. The other catch is the platform dependency risk. All three of these companies are in competitive, fast-moving markets. Pricing changes, API access changes, model behavior changes with updates. Any business built entirely on a single image tool's output is one product update away from a workflow disruption. The smart move is to use 2 tools maximum. One is your primary, one is your specialized tool for a specific use case. And keep your revenue model diverse enough that you're not destroyed if one platform shifts. Here's the verdict and the money framework. If your business is in premium, digital art, editorial content, or atmospheric branded assets, Midjourney is your primary tool. If your business touches branding, merch, apparel, typography, or any commercial design with text, Ideogram is non-negotiable as a specialized tool. If your business involves product photography, human-centric content, faceless agencies, or UGC, Flux is your infrastructure. The founders, winning in 2026, are not choosing one and ignoring the others. They're running a 2-tool stack, Midjourney plus Ideogram for brand and design work, or Flux plus Ideogram for product and commercial work. The combined monthly cost is under $50. The revenue ceiling with either combination, when deployed in a real service or digital product business, is well above $10,000 a month for a single operator. Pick your stack, build your system, test your prompts until they're assets, not accidents. That's how AI image tools become income tools. If this gave you actual clarity, not just information, subscribe to Venture Void. We publish 1 new video every week. No fluff, no recycled takes, just deep operational strategy for solo founders who are serious about building real income with AI. Drop a comment with which tool you're currently using and what business model you're running with it. I read every single one. See you in the next one.